Merhaba arkadaşlar, hepiniz IEFT Talks webinarlarına hoş geldiniz. Bugün uluslararası öğrenciler için Polonya'da eğitim almanın avantajları ve onları bekleyen fırsatları Arthur'dan dinliyor olacağız. Lütfen sorularınızı questions kısmından sormayı unutmayın. Yes Arthur, the stage is yours now.
Hello everyone. I would like to welcome you from Białystok University of Technology. My name is Artur Mazur, and I'm International Admissions Officer here at Białystok University of Technology. And today I'll present our university briefly. I'll just give you a short presentation on our university. I'll say a few words about Poland, about our country, and yeah, let's start. So as you can see, this is the name of our university, Białystok University of Technology. We are a strictly technical university, and we deal in engineering programs mainly. Okay, first of all, some of you may ask yourselves questions: why should we go to Poland? Is it even worth studying in Poland? So I'll give you some reasons of why it is worth to study in Poland. But first of all, for those of you who are not aware where Poland exactly is, in this slide, in this particular slide, you can see the geographical situation of our country. So as you can see, it is located in the middle, in the heart of Europe. So neighboring countries, Polish neighboring countries are Germany, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Ukraine, Belarus, and Russia. Yeah, but as I just mentioned, why should you study in Poland? So there are three main reasons that I think are worth mentioning. So first of all, you study in the center of Europe, right? We are a European Union member country, having the same standards as West European countries. And Poland is actually a place where you can earn a diploma that will literally open up doors to the best companies in Europe, and perhaps even some of the best in the world. And while studying in Poland, you have access to the European Union study programs. And at the same time, you are able to do internships or traineeships abroad, while even getting some scholarship with it. But I'll describe scholarship and mobility opportunities later on in my presentation. The second thing which is really worth mentioning is the budget. Students very often ask on how, what is the fee structure, what are the living costs. So here it is. Poland is an ideal place for a student on a budget. So if you dream of going abroad and becoming independent while studying, you shouldn't be worried that much about the cost, as Poland is an ideal place. Dormitories start at around 80 or 90 euro per month. A cinema ticket, for example, starts from 3 euro, and the lunch in a restaurant is as little as 2.5 or 3 euros. So it's really affordable, especially in comparison to West European countries. Okay, third reason to study in Poland are great career opportunities. So to be honest, studying in Poland is just the beginning, because those wanting to start their own business or find a great job in an international company would benefit from a longer stay in Poland. Foreign companies operating in Poland often prefer graduates from Polish universities and not from the universities from other countries. All right, so enough about Poland in general. What about the university itself? So Białystok University of Technology is located in Białystok, obviously. Białystok is the largest city in northeastern Poland, and it is the capital of the Podlaskie Voivodeship, which is like this part of Poland, right? When it comes to the distance to the capital of Poland, is something like 190 kilometers. So it's like a 90-minute journey by train. There are around 300,000 inhabitants living in Białystok. And the thing that is really worth mentioning is that Białystok and its surroundings is called the green lungs of Poland. So this region is called the green lungs of Poland because of numerous forests, and even in the city, many parks and lots of green areas. Okay. Apart from that, there are two more public universities. Obviously, there are plenty of private universities. However, there are two more public universities, and they are University of Białystok, and they deal mainly in humanities. And there is a Medical University of Białystok. So, as you may suppose, it's mainly concentrated on medicine. Okay, but now let's start with the most important thing of the university, and that is students, our students, and perhaps you, candidates, and our future students. So educating students is the most important thing, obviously. And we think that it is the greatest strength of our university. So it is not the teachers, it is not the administration staff. Actually, it is the students. So we have really a lot of creative students who managed to achieve really significant national and international successes. The university supports the implementation of projects created by members of student research groups. And at the university, there are over 60 student research groups, and they are a rich source of ideas. They start their own companies, they have their own startups, and the university helps to implement their ideas, and students at the same time learn organizational skills. But the most important thing is that the university supports them in creating their own companies and in having their own startups, right? Both financially, and if they need some additional knowledge, for example, it can be obtained from the teachers, professors as well. I would like to give a few examples of our students' achievements. I promise not to talk too much about that, but as you can see in the slide, we have three groups: Hyperion Team, Silosoft, and Recon Team. So Hyperion Team, just briefly, okay? Hyperion Team is a team that have been constructing Mars rover analogs. Till now, they have constructed about 7 of them, I think, and they have competed in many prestigious competitions around the world. But the most prestigious that was held, or actually is held, in the USA, University Rover Challenge. They won it 3 times. They won the competition in the United States 3 times. So I believe that it can be considered as a really great achievement. Another student and his team that the university can boast with is Petros Psyllos. Petros has created a device which is called Matia system. It is a device that can compensate for the sight loss. So the blind people can actually perhaps not see, but know much better what surrounds them, because this device describes things in their surrounding, the things that are in front of them, right? And what else? Recon project, a wireless teleinformatics system from the Faculty of Electrical and Mechanical Engineering. They received the second prize in the prestigious international contest of applications in nanomicrotechnology, ICANN, it's called ICANN, held in the Japanese city of Sendai. And two more, Cerebral Motorsport. Cerebral Motorsport is a team of students at the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering of the Uluslararası University of Technology who developed a racing car that competed in many editions of the Formula Student. They raced with student teams from around the world on the tracks in UK, Italy, Czech Republic, Hungary, and perhaps a few more. And the last but not least is a team who created a robot called Photon. But you may ask, what is it? It is an interactive educational robot that is developing together with a child. It can be integrated with a smartphone or a tablet and creates an innovative system that supports education through entertainment or competition. So it basically teaches children programming, and there are a few age groups that you can choose from. But okay, enough about students' achievements. What about students' opinions? Later on, I will paste a link in the chat section, and you will be able to see some of our students' opinions. But here in this slide, during my short presentation, I'll just tell you that that there is this world's largest database of international student experiences. I don't know whether you have heard of it or not. It's stex.eu, and from reviews of total of 325 students that commented on what it was like to study in Poland, they rated the country an overall score 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. So it was a really great score, and it ranked our country among the best places to study in Europe. It was the fifth best place to study in Europe. If you would like to get some opinions from our students about our university, so please check after my presentation, please check the chat window and click the link that I will paste there a bit later on. Okay, the question that I am really often asked by our international students, by candidates, is that can international students work in Poland? The answer has to be yes. You can work and you don't even need work permit, because you come here, you study full time, you're here legally, you can study legally obviously, and you can work legally at the same time. It's important that you can have a full-time job. Obviously, it may be a bit difficult for you to study full-time and to work full-time. However, it's up to you, right? So the number of hours that you work weekly is simply depends on you, whether you can manage to work a lot and study or not. Okay, I think that there is one more thing which is worth mentioning, and it's that after graduating in Poland, during your studies you can work legally, but after graduating from your studies, you do not need to apply for working permit either. So you can stay and work in Poland as long as you wish. And speaking of finding jobs and career opportunities and working in Poland in general, we support our students. I mean the university, support our students in finding jobs by offering you free career counseling. So what can we help you with actually? We can help you in, as you can see in the slide, improving your CV and cover letter, and we can help you in preparing for the interview. So if you're not sure whether your CV is properly prepared, we will help you. If the thought of an interview makes you shiver, we will help you to overcome this feeling. If you don't know how to write a cover letter, we will help you. So we will basically help you to find a job. And obviously, to meet our needs, to meet the needs of current restrictions, most of the career counseling meetings are held online, so as most of the classes are, but I'll tell it pretty soon. And basically, yeah, if you need some help with finding a job, we are here to help you as well. Okay, so now I would like you to take a look at this slide. It's a structure, actually it's a degree structure of what kind of studies are in our offer at Białystok University of Technology. So as most universities, I believe, we offer both first and second degree studies, but we offer third degree studies as well. As you can see, first degree studies usually last 7 semesters, and second degree studies, depending on the program, last 3 semesters or 4 semesters. So 3 semesters master studies are the engineering programs. Then there is one program, it's management, smart and innovative business, and this program lasts 4 semesters, not 3. What else you can find in our offer? You can find non-degree studies. So international students have the opportunity to have a mobility here at the university. But it's not actually Erasmus Plus mobility that I will tell you about later on. It's something which is really similar to Erasmus Plus program, but to participate in the Erasmus Plus program, you have to be at a certain university that has a contract with our university. You have to be nominated by your university. So it's not that easy sometimes. And here you can always come to the university, to our university. You can pick the programs of studies that you like. You can even mix the subjects. You can, let's say, pick a few subjects from mechanical engineering faculty, a few from the faculty of electrical engineering, and perhaps even some more from, let's say, the faculty of civil engineering. You do not get a degree as your studies last half a year, or so 1 semester or 2 semesters. However, it may be a great opportunity to have a mobility, because after that you can put it in your CV and it can simply give you lots of experience. For all the students willing to study Polish, we offer intensive Polish language course. Obviously, all the programs that I will present in a minute are conducted in English. So you don't need to worry, because you will be able to communicate freely everywhere in the university. However, if you would like to learn some Polish, we have it in our offer, and it is free for you. So it is free for our international students to study Polish. Okay, let's start with the programs that are in our offer. I think that on these slides there won't be all the programs, but at least most of them. So bachelor's in electrical and electronics engineering is the first one, 1,600 euro per semester. From what I know, it is to be changed soon, and I think that the tuition fee for this particular program will be a bit lower than that. Master's in management. So this is the only program in our offer that you can get MA, so Master of Arts, after the graduation, and not MSc, a Master of Science. The program lasts 4 semesters, as you may remember, and the tuition fee is as low as 1,100 euro per semester. The specialization is actually called Smart and Innovative Business. and it is offered in October intake. Actually, all the programs that I'm presenting you now are available in this intake that is about to start within 2 or 3 days. Next program is Bachelor's in Civil Engineering, €1,200 per semester, and Master's in Civil Engineering, €1,200 per semester as well. Next one, actually it's the same faculty because it's the Faculty of Civil Engineering and Environmental Sciences. So here you can see Bachelor's in Environmental Engineering. It's slightly more expensive because it's €1,250 per semester, so €2,500 for the academic year. And Master's in Environmental Engineering, and the tuition fee is the same. So it is €1,250 per semester. We offer Bachelor's in Mechatronics as well. Actually, this particular program is getting more and more popular these days. There are many inquiries, and many candidates are applying for this particular program. And that would be it. Here is the list of all the programs all together, so that you can compare the tuition fees and you can see which programs are offered in Masters and which ones are offered in Bachelor, at Bachelor level. Okay, let's carry on. Required documents. So, secondary school certificate for those of you who are applying for bachelor programs, and Bachelor of Science degree with transcript of records for those applying for master programs. Application form, for now, it is a document where you fill in give your personal details, right? But soon it is going to be replaced within a few days. It's going to be replaced by an online recruitment system, and the new online recruitment system, so you will put all your personal details in the system online, so it won't be necessary to fill in this document. Another one is eligibility statement. It is a document in which it is stated that you are eligible to start university education, or that you can start master studies in the country where the document is issued. You can get this document either in your secondary school or in your university if you are a bachelor graduate and apply for masters, or you can get it at the Ministry of Education as well. Okay, things that are really worth remembering is that there is no application fee. So you just simply apply, you submit all the documents, you have an interview with me, by the way. I check your language skills, and that's it. So as you can see, the next option, no language certificate is needed, interview only. It's true. You do not have to have IELTS or any other English certificate. So it's just the interview, right? So no application fee, no certificate needed, and the deadlines. The deadline is August the 15th for October intake and January the 15th for February intake. So you still got plenty of time, but remember not to wait till the very last moment, as sometimes visa procedures may take a bit longer than you might expect, especially these days in the times of the world pandemic. Okay, so one of the most important things is that we are COVID-19 ready. What does it mean? It means that there are hand sanitizers around the university, that there are special screens that protect you and teachers from getting infected. And obviously, most of the classes, as in most of the universities, are conducted online, but not all the classes. Our university is offering you hybrid studies. So most of the classes, I mean lectures, for example, are conducted online. However, laboratories are conducted in person because they can be conducted in small groups. So it enables the teachers to keep safe distance from the students and the students from one another, and that's why it is possible to have some classes in person. Obviously, if you're not willing to participate in classes in person, you can have them online, right? But it's just an option that you are given. All right, now I would like you to take a look at the campus. Here you can see those 5 tall buildings that you can see in the foreground are our dormitories. They can hold up to a few thousand students, and all international students are guaranteed a place in our dormitory. So you don't need to worry that you will have to rent a flat somewhere in the city. No, you can be accommodated in one of our dormitories if you like. And prices start from 80, or perhaps now it's 90 euro per month. And the dormitories are located in the main campus. So, for example, here in front of the dormitories, you can see the Faculty of Civil Engineering and Environmental Sciences. On the right, you can see the Faculty of Electrical Engineering, and the next to the one on the right is Mechanical Engineering Faculty, but it cannot be seen in the photo. Here is our library. We are really proud of this building. It was built only a few years back, and it was designed by the architects from our university, and it's really, really modern with lots of space and new technologies inside. Here are some more photos from our library. And here is our sports center, BUT Sports Center. Normally you have your PE classes there, and you can use the center as much as you want because it's free for our students. And now Erasmus Plus program. So I told you something about it a few minutes back in my presentation, but now I'd just like to mention some of the opportunities that are offered by the university. So you can study in one of the countries in the European Union. You can study for 1 or 2 semesters and get your monthly scholarship, starting at around 400 euro, even up to 700 euro, depending on the country that you choose. But it's not only studying abroad, but you can also do your internship in one of European Union countries, and then you are paid usually around 600 to 650 euro each month. And in total, you can spend 12 months abroad. So, for example, if you study bachelor's for 3.5 years, you can actually spend 1 year in total abroad during your study cycle. So if you decide to study masters at the university, then you can obviously use this opportunity again, and then you are offered 12-month period of mobility or internship as well. Here is the list of the countries that you can actually go to, and yeah, just take a look. And that would be it. So it was a short presentation of the university, and in a minute I'll just paste the link to the video with our students or our former students' opinions on the university. And if you guys have some questions, I encourage you to ask them in the chat window. Okay, I see that there are a few questions. Okay, so the first question is how about application process? Is it easy process or difficult? Does it take a long time? Okay, the process actually is really improved now. It's going to be really improved as we're going to have an online recruitment system finally. But actually, it depends on the student, because if you apply and you are able to submit all the documents that are required with all the stamps and everything is just all the boxes on the list are ticked by you, then it takes, I don't know, let's say 2 or 3 weeks, and you are given an invitation letter and you can arrange a meeting at the embassy and simply come to Poland. So for those of you who are thinking of coming to Poland, I suggest to legalize your documents. So legalize your higher secondary school certificates at the ministry and legalize your bachelor degrees, so that when you apply, you have the legalizations done, and it just simply speeds up the whole process of you being given admission. Okay. And the question was, is it difficult? No, it's not difficult at all. It's not difficult. In my opinion, it's not difficult. What is finding a job rate? Okay, most of the students find jobs within a year after the graduation. But to be honest, many students start work even during their studies. So not even necessarily after graduating. I don't know what is the exact rate, but from what I know, from what I'm told by the students, most of them have a job already while still being our students. Okay. Do you have online associate 2 years degree programs in English? You would have to elaborate what kind of program it exactly is. Okay. Is there any PhD program in architecture, and what is the scholarship opportunity? Unfortunately, at the moment, we are not offering any scholarship opportunities. And when it comes to PhD program in architecture, our international relations office deals with first and second degree programs, and it's in our offer, right? However, when someone is willing to study a third degree, when someone is willing to get his or her PhD here at BUT, they should contact the faculty directly, right? So you just contact the dean of the faculty, and then you discuss the conditions of getting a PhD at this particular faculty, and that's it. It's pretty individual. That's why it is not dealt by international relations office, but by the faculties themselves. What types of study programs are offered for international students in English? All the programs that were given in my presentation are conducted in English. All of them, right? So you had the list, and all of them are conducted in English. Do you have any 2+2 dual degree programs with Turkish universities? Not yet, I think. We have 20 double degree programs, but from what I remember, there are no Turkish universities there yet. But you know, new contracts are coming, so it is quite likely. You know, we have quite a lot of Turkish students. They are mainly Erasmus Plus students, but we obviously have a few. We have some full-time students. So I think it's a matter of time. It's simply a matter of time when we'll have 2+2 program with some Turkish universities. Can Turkish students get part-time work permit while studying? Yeah, as I mentioned a few minutes back. Yes, you can work here legally. When you're a student, you can work here legally. Are you able to work in Poland after the graduation? Yes, you can work in Poland after the graduation as long as you want. Do you have any academic partnerships with Turkish or American universities, including joint degree programs, transfer students? Not with American universities. We have some. MOUs, so memorandum of understanding with Turkish universities, but we don't have double degree programs with your country yet, from what I remember. Do you have any representatives in Turkey? I mean, do you mean some recruitment agencies? Because if yes, yes, we have some agents who recruit students from Turkey. However, from what I remember, they're not based in Turkey, but they're based in Warsaw, and yeah, but they are Turkish, right? So they you shouldn't have any problems with getting admission with these companies. Any facilities for the internships? What do you mean exactly, the facilities for the internships? Well, all the interns are able to use the facilities here at the universities. So these are the common facilities, and so it's like common access for the students, for the interns. So I'm not really sure what is the question about. Have you ever been to Turkey before? I was supposed to go to Turkey, but due to COVID-19, I wasn't able to because of the lockdown. So the first time I was supposed to go to Turkey was March 2020. Then the educational fairs that I was going to attend were moved to June, but the situation didn't improve. And I thought that I would go to Turkey in March 2021. However, the situation with the pandemic is still not stable, and I wasn't able to do that, and I'm really sorry for that, because I was hoping to visit Turkey finally. How is the coronavirus pandemic situation at your campus and also in Poland? Okay, recently we got quite a lot of infections, but let's say a month ago it was only, I don't know, a few thousand infections each day. Now it raised a bit, but I believe that the number will simply fall pretty soon, as it happened before. When it comes to coronavirus situation at the university, so it's stable. There were a few cases of students infected with COVID-19. However, students here are offered rooms for being quarantined if they want to, and they are also the university helps them when getting food, etc. Right? So we shouldn't be worried by that. Can you help us stay in a student residence or elsewhere? Can you help us stay in a student residence or elsewhere? I mean, like, do you mean our dormitories, the student halls? Yes, there are 4 dormitories, and there are lots of rooms available there. So yes, we can help you with that, obviously. How many Turkish students you have in total? Now I think the number decreased. I think now it's below 100, but before the COVID-19, it was well over 100 Turkish students at the university. As I told you before, most of them are Erasmus Plus students, but generally there used to be over 100 Turkish students at the university each year. Do you have any Turkish professors? I don't know. There are, a few hundred teachers at the university. I know that there are some international professors, international teachers, but I am not sure whether we have some teachers from Turkey. Perhaps. There are over 600 teachers at the university, so it's really difficult to know their nationalities. Is high school GPA very important for bachelor programs? Can we have a chance to get acceptance with low GPA, like 2.5? Okay, basically, your educational outcomes should be like at least 55% of your total score, right? Your CGPA should be more or less 55%. So if you can meet this requirement, then yes. Everything below 55% is pretty individual. So I just send the documents to the faculty coordinator and they verify what subjects were you good at, what subjects were you bad at. And then they make the decision whether to qualify you for studies or not. If you don't try to apply and to send us your documents, you will never know, to be honest. So sometimes it's worth sending your documents and asking the faculty coordinator for acceptance. Which bachelor programs are the most popular and advantageous for Turkish students generally? I don't know if it's for Turkish students because I wouldn't focus on certain nationalities. But programs that are most popular, I think mechatronics is getting more and more popular these days, as it has something, it's like a combination of mechanical engineering and electrical engineering. We have quite a lot of students applying for smart and innovative business. It's not actually an engineering program, it's a master program, Master of Arts program. But in this program, students learn on how to start their own companies, how to have their own startups. So it's getting more and more popular as well. Which bachelor programs are the most popular? Okay, I've already read this question. Is there a scholarship program? Unfortunately not. I'm sorry, but at present we do not offer any scholarship programs. Do you offer English preparation? Yeah. Can we get a conditional letter and study English prep year at Białystok? No, not really. You have to be at a certain level of English. So we do not offer preparatory year at the university. However, there are 3 universities, as you may remember, here in the city, and you can apply for University of Białystok, study English there for a year, and then transfer to our university or apply to our university then. It is possible to do it this way. It's not that difficult, and I know that there are some students that are doing it, so it's a bit less convenient, obviously, but it's still manageable. Is there any Turkish restaurant in your city? There are quite a few now in the COVID times when lots of restaurants get closed. I'm not sure whether there are still some Turkish restaurants, but before the COVID-19, I think yes, there were some. Could you tell us about the projects of your students in the computer engineering department? Okay, our university does not have any programs that can be offered for international full-time students. Unfortunately, this faculty is not offering anything. So most of the achievements that I presented you today were from the faculties that offer programs in English for full-time students. So unfortunately, I do not know that much about projects at the Faculty of Computer Science and projects of IT students, as the students simply study in Polish here at the university, and I deal with studies in English. So that's why I'm simply not aware of all the projects that they have been taking part in. Do we have a situation to get a job and residence permit after graduation? Yes, yes, I told about it in my presentation. Yes, you can work and get a residence permit and work after the graduation. You can work in Poland. In which areas are most needed more engineers in Poland right now? It's quite difficult to say. It's quite difficult to say. I think that that civil engineers are still in great demand, and I think that becoming an architect is an option, or like it can give you some options, employment options in the future. And not yet, but soon we will have 2 architecture programs in our offer. So just stay tuned and visit our website, because it's a matter of a few days and we will add some programs to our offer. I haven't presented them today as they are not fully confirmed, but yes, we will have 2 master programs in architecture this year. Is there a medical program for bachelor, or do you accept for master or PhD programs about health or genetics? No, we do not have any. We do not have any programs related to medicine or health or genetics. At least not for international students. We have some biotechnology programs, but they are offered in Polish only. So unfortunately not in English. All right, so that was the last question. That was the last question that you asked. What can I say? It was our last webinar. It was our 3rd webinar with IEFT this year, or at least this intake. So I encourage all the candidates that are willing to study in Poland to apply to our university. The application process is really improved this year, so I believe that it won't take too long to give the final admission letter. And as you probably noticed, the tuition fees are really affordable. So I simply hope to see you soon, or hope to hear you soon, or I hope that you will get in touch with me, with us pretty soon. Thank you a lot for the meeting, and take care. Have a good day.
Thank you very much, Arthur. Could you please share an email address on the chat box so that the participants can directly contact?
Of course I will, and I will also share the link that I promised, the link to the opinion of our students. Okay, so there are 2 emails that you can use to contact our university. I don't know if they can be seen already.
Okay, so you posted on question section, so I will.
Yes, in the question section, exactly. Okay. But I'll just post them in the chat. Yeah, it will be more convenient.
Yeah, I already did it. You can just put your video link if you want.
Okay, yeah, you pasted it. Yeah, and here's the link to the video that I told you about.
Okay, thank you very much, Arthur, for your great presentation, and you covered all of the questions.
Thank you a lot.
It was a really informative webinar for the attendees. I also would like to thank the participants in Turkish as well. Katıldığınız için teşekkür ederiz arkadaşlar. Biyolistok Üniversite ile ilgili diğer sorularınız için Arthur'un paylaşmış olduğu mail adreslerinden iletişime geçebilirsiniz. Aynı zamanda YouTube videosunu izlemeniz de faydalı olacaktır. 4'teki webinarlarımızda görüşmek üzere. Thank you again, Arthur. It was a pleasure to have you in IEFT Talks.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. So I hope to see some of you soon.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.